Hello, and welcome to another episode of Table Scraps, a show in which I, Jeremy Hibnick, eat Melissa Villardo's paleo leftovers. Today we're going to be eating
sweet potato hash with homemade chorizo.
Homemade chorizo. Now, is this the Mexican chorizo or the other kind of chorizo?
It is Mexican chorizo. There is basically a chorizo, I believe, for every, Latin American country. But this is the soft chorizo, which is usually associated with Mexico. Oh, I should show the audience.
Oh, yeah, because the high-fidelity camera makes everything look tasty.
So this is the sweet potato hash.
What are we looking at?
The yellow things are the sweet potato.
Okay.
The red things are red bell pepper, and
the brown things.
The brown stuff is the homemade chorizo.
Homemade chorizo.
I think there's other stuff. There's onions in there.
How long has this one been sitting in the refrigerator?
I made this last Thursday. It is Monday.
It is. I was gonna say Tuesday.
It's Monday.
It's Monday. Did you put anything on top of this?
Well, when I eat it, I reheat it, and I top it with a fried egg, like any good hash.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose it's worth mentioning that the reason that I eat everything cold is because I like cold food.
That's not the right story at all. He always eats it cold because he can't wait for it to get reheated and sauced and put all the other stuff on top. He just food in my mouth now.
Even hearing her talk about it, it takes too damn long. Ooh, chorizo's got a little kick to it.
Suspense is killing me.
The suspense is killing you?
Just listening to you chew. Judging my hard work. Chopping and sweating and bleeding. There's a lot of blood in this chorizo.
Homemade bloody chorizo. What is that?
What is that? Oh, that's fat. That's what you get from not reheating it, is the fat is all solid. And so it looks like an ingredient, as opposed to when you reheat it, it melts and becomes like a soupiness. It tastes okay, right?
I wish I didn't know that.
I'm sorry. He really doesn't like eating fat.
Yeah, I know. Which is just a complete contradiction, because I love cold food, but when it gets that film on top, throw it out. I kind of want the fried egg, but I feel like this is going to be a gut buster.
Well, the way I did it at work today, because I can't make a fried egg at work, I made 2 hard-boiled eggs in the morning, and then when I reheated the hash at work, I just literally had the hash in one hand and the hard-boiled egg in the other, and I was just eating. Oh, it was so good.
I actually think maybe this is a little overpowered by the homemade chorizo. I would almost say that this needs a little less chorizo.
Okay.
Because
fine.
I love the food that food eats. And so I always really like to get a taste of the vegetables. It makes the sweet potato seem more like something that's in there for texture than for flavor. Definitely.
I'd say everything in there is chorizo flavored at this point. But I love this dish. It was my first time cooking this dish last Thursday, and I'm a big fan. I would definitely be making it again.
You know I'm going to eat all of it.
I know. Well, it must not be that bad, since he is practically licking the bowl. Empties.
Job's done. I'm going to give this one 3 noms. I think it's a really hearty dish, but I definitely think it needs improvement. It's like we said, the chorizo is overpowering. There's just everything kind of gets lost in the chorizo.
I really miss potatoes at breakfast. When you get down to the nitty-gritty, potatoes aren't really bad for you. It's just that they're not good for you. They don't have anything in them. White potatoes. White potatoes is what I have to specify. They don't have anything in them other than starch.
Okay.
So they don't have any, they don't have a lot of vitamins and minerals and micronutrients and all that other stuff.
They have eyes, though.
Potatoes do have eyes. More than humans do.
Eyes. How long did it take to cook this dish once you had the chorizo prepared?
Probably an hour, and that includes all the chopping.
Cool. So, I mean, this is something that easily I could call you up and say, hey, Melissa, make that for me. And then an hour later, I could come over and eat it.
Hypothetically, yes. Well, thank you, everybody, for watching another episode of Table Scraps featuring Primel, Melissa Velardo, and Jeremy Hibnick, human garbage disposal. Until next time, happy cooking.